Yeah, and it's that time to say good morning, good morning, good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Hope you're having a wonderful day thus far, and I hope you had yourselves a great weekend. Yeah, I hope you had a great weekend. Well, mine was, normal, do the things that I can, the things that I'm permitted to do and stuff like that. And most importantly, I am alive, and if you are hearing me, you too are alive. So gotta thank God for that. Thank God for life. It's Monday. It is the 20th day of November in the year 2023, of course. And good morning to you near and far, those of you who are locked in with me. A good friend of mine celebrated his birthday yesterday, boy, and he is looking so young. Good morning to you, my brother, Cecil Cadet. I know the family would have taken really good care of you yesterday. They would have pampered you. They pampered you and everything. You understand what I'm saying? I have to be so circumspect with my choice of words and the use of the English language, All right, so yeah, bro, I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you had a blast, and with God's health and strength, you'd live to see many, many more birthdays to come, right? Saying good morning to you, Mary E. Banks. She says good morning. So too does Sylvina Charles. Have Monday to you. Happy Monday to you, Innocent. Good morning, Sylvina. Hope you're doing fine. Someone else celebrated yesterday. Let me see. Right. Happy anniversary to Michael Joseph and Shelley and Joseph of Mungane St. George. Well, today's your anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. All the best, and God's health, strength, long life, and prosperous future to you. Good morning to you, Miss Eslyn Lashington. Not Lashington, but Lambert, out there in Coles Gap in St. David. Good morning to you. Yep. I understand you're always locked in. Well, thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful day. My brother Ian Best, how you doing, Papi? Long time no here, man. We need to knock some all fours one of these days. You have to make the arrangements and come down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, good morning to you and the family and all the principal and staff of the Grenville Secondary School. Good morning. Past principal, Miss Vashti Stanislaus, good morning to you and the family. Mr. Wendell Maxwell, good morning, bro. How do you do? The current principal, Mr. Kwame Hippolyte, good morning. How you all doing? Hope you all doing fine, yeah? Good morning to the folks on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. I hope you all are doing fine. I know you all are having preparations in place now for the upcoming string band competition, the Parang. Lefties and the guys, good morning, good morning. The Honorable Tevin Andrew. Yep, good morning, good morning. Senator Nolan Cox, good morning to you, sir. Hope you all are doing fine. Arthur Langain says, good Monday morning, my brother from Brooklyn, New York. You like to say that, eh? Yeah, don't worry, man. I'm going to say that one day, too. From Brooklyn, New York, eh? Yeah, the Big Apple. Where are you? Brooklyn, or Flatbush area? Or Schenectady, between Cotillo and Rogers? Or where are you? Buffalo, between Atlantic and Pacific? All right, folks, it's 25 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock. Let's get to the program. Before I do that, good morning to you, Petlin, and all the wonderful folks out there in Munich, in St. Andrew, my family out there. Auntie Joan and family, good morning. Imbi and the guys. Brooklyn, good morning. Urban Mason, Branny, Eric, Galba, Taylor, good morning to you all. The Mark family, good morning. And every wonderful folk, all the wonderful folks in Munich. Coming to Belial and say good morning to Auntie Anne and the entire Maxwin family. Good morning to you all. How are you all doing? My brethren Sean, what's up, bro? You alright? Yeah, nice. Good. So the word of the day today, it is something that it's a phrase, we use that all the time, but sometimes we don't quite understand what it means. I remembered while at McDonald College, Mr. Raymond Charles, he was my principal of business teacher, and in teaching the principles of business, this was one of the phrase or the terms that he used, laissez-faire, all right? Laissez -FAIRE. That's a noun, right? It's a naming word. Now, laissez-faire refers to an economic policy or doctrine that allows businesses to operate with very little interference from the government. Laissez-faire is also used as an adjective, as in laissez-faire capitalism, and often figuratively used to mean hands-off, as in she took a laissez-faire approach to managing her employees. Yeah, kind of like me. Yeah, but sometimes this laissez-faire approach is not always the right thing. When you give employees too much time, too much freedom, they're not matured enough to act within the parameters that is normal, so they go off track. So sometimes you have to have this dictatorial approach sometimes. And as a matter of fact, it is often said any good leader must have certain dictatorial traits. You understand? You have to lead. There are some things that you have to say, okay, this is what I want done. You know what I'm saying? Nice, good. So here's how we can use the word. The newly announced candidate is a strong advocate of laissez-faire. It sounds kind of French, eh? Yeah, it sounds kind of like a French word. Having said that, I want to say good morning to you, Mr. James Lewis and family, and by extension your staff at the Country Cold. Good morning to you, sir. Always locked on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Strong young man. Keeps going like Energizer Bunny. Yeah, nice. Auntie Alma and Pearls, good morning. Auntie Elsa and Trevs and Sam and Skeeter and everybody, good morning. All my little cousins, good morning to you all. How do you do? Elsa, Christmas coming, you buy the salt ham already, or salt ham and bread and cocoa tea? All right, Nadisha, good morning to you and the folks inside of Cafe in St. Andrew, the Holmes family, Louis and family, Papa Jerry. These are the folks that I know in that area. Good morning to you. The Joneses out there. Good morning to you. McQueen Service Station. Good morning to you. Employee and boss. Good morning. The Sandersons. Good morning to you all. Good morning to Kitty Cat and family. Alwyn, good morning. However, here's the thought of the day. What you have done is nothing compared to what you can do. Oh my goodness, that's nice. That's inspiring. It's inspirational. Pastor Laurie, Dominic and family, good morning to you all. How do you do? Little boy, little girl, wifey, good morning. Congregation, couldn't make it yesterday, circumstances way out of my control. But nonetheless, I was there in spirit, right? Nice. What you have done is nothing compared to what you can do. Yeah. 21 minutes on to 7 o'clock. We've got guests this morning, so we've got limited time for conversation. As you know, there's this walk that is going to leave the Wall Street area and head on down to the U.S. Embassy in Lansapines to deliver a letter. Voices for Palestine. Yeah, well, good morning, Siddiqui Sylvester and the rest of your organization. Wish you all the best. Buzzing this morning, hunting season open from October 1st to December 31st. And that applies to Manikou, Tatu, Iguana, Ramier, and the monkey. Yeah, the monkey too. All right, so Other things that are buzzing: no charges, but it's not over. The Director of Public Prosecutions has concluded that after reviewing the evidence, he saw no reason for any charges to be laid on the officers who were involved in an arrest that went viral a few weeks ago. However, Attorney at Law Jerry Edwin is not happy with the DPP's decision and is ready to take legal action for his client. Okay, what incident was that now? Officers, what all you do wrong again now? Morning, Judland, Sylvie, and Daphne, and Nairobi. Good morning. Over 20 preschools in Grenada will have a copy of a new module that will provide the essential skills for reading and learning in early childhood. This will be made possible through the Early Pages program spearheaded by Hands Across the Sea in collaboration with other stakeholders. That's wonderful. That's awesome. Transformation in total. Yeah, the education system is not being left behind. Yeah, let's get some more local, regional history, man. Too much of this Sir Francis Drake's and the Christopher Columbus, as my good friend from Jamaica says. What's his name again? Christopher Columbus. Oh my goodness. A call for more men involvement. The Minister with responsibility for social development and gender affairs, Gloria Thomas, has joined the chorus of voices at the inaugural International Men's Day Regional Conference. Yeah, boy, men celebrated yesterday. Yesterday was Men's Day. At last we get something. Father's Day it has become insignificant. We don't get much buzz about Father's Day when it's Mother's Day. 3 weeks before Mother's Day, all things gone on sale and everything like that. And on Monday you say, oh, Papa, yesterday was Father's Day. But we've gotten a day of recognition, Men's Day, and they're calling for involvement, engagement, Men, hold your role in the family, all right? Okay, there's a scam story out. Be careful. All right, I don't have much details on that. That's just the headline. So those are the buzzing stories this morning. Like I said, I am expecting a gentleman from the Nexa Credit Union and also have another guest. So I do not know how much time per se we'll have to delve into a conversation. But whatever time we have, we will make the full use of it. All right. So once again, the word of the day, laissez-faire. Yeah, laissez-faire refers to an economic policy, a doctrine that allows businesses to operate with very little interference from the government. Now, laissez-faire is also used as an adjective, as in laissez-faire capitalism, and often figuratively used to mean hands-off, as in she took a laissez-faire approach to managing her employees. The thought of the day, what you have done is nothing compared to what you can do. Believe in yourself. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. Set realistic goals and work assiduously to achieving them. Good morning to you, Louis and Jig, and the entire home circle. Nice. Mr. West, good morning to you too. Good. Folks, we've got to take that break because we've got the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather forthcoming. And, of course, that will be followed by the conversation, of course. Those of you who are on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of Friday evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
It's a happier holiday when every wish and dream can come alive for those you love and cherish with a loan from Nexa Credit Union. Just think of the experiences you could share, the surprises you could gift, and the memories you could make with a little extra in your pocket this Christmas. Our Happier Holiday Loan is about the happiness and warmth it can bring because there's no need to worry. Unwrap more than just gifts. Experience heartfelt connections and joyous celebrations with family and friends. Get up to $50,000 for home furnishings, renovations, gifts, and more while enjoying easy repayment terms, affordable interest rates, and quick approvals. So, dream a little bigger and enjoy discounts galore at our favorite partner stores. Make your holidays happier with Nexa. Call us at 440-1354. Visit our website at nexacreditunion.com or email us at loans@nexacreditunion.com. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Thanks for joining us. The Director of Public Prosecutions has concluded that after reviewing the evidence, he saw no reason for any charges to be laid on the officers who were involved in an arrest that went viral a few weeks ago. However, Attorney at Law Jerry Edwin is not happy with the DPP's decision and is ready to take legal action for his client. More from Renapet Thomas.
The three officers who were involved in the arrest of Mardi Gras resident Devon Arnold just over a month ago will not face any charges, says Director of Prosecution Christopher Nelson. Nelson asserted that after reviewing all evidence gathered, it was clear the officers used the right force needed for the arrest. The video that went viral showed one of the officers repeatedly hitting Arnold while two others tried to restrain him. Attorney at Law Jerry Edwin, who represents Devon Arnold, is not happy with the DPP's decision.
So my position is that the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Commissioner of Police, the Minister of National Security, they have collectively failed the Grenadian public in upholding the law. They in fact have said there are two tiers of law, two standards, one for a police officer, one for a citizen. Because I assure you, were this a man, a woman, an ordinary citizen, caught on video beating another person, there will be an arrest. But this officer walks away scot-free. The public will undoubtedly lose confidence in the ability of our policemen to protect and serve everyone.
Edwin says his next step is to slap the state with a civil suit.
So our next step is to go to the High Court of Grenada and bring a civil claim on behalf of my client.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Grenada Tourism Authority won a coveted title, Most Supportive Destination, at Elegant Resorts Partner Awards. It's the report.
The Grenada Tourism Authority was awarded the coveted Most Supportive Destination Award at the Elegant Resorts Annual Supplier Awards Ceremony 2023. Elegant Resort provides a range of tailor-made getaways to five-star destinations across the globe, with the Grenada portfolio boasting luxury hotels including Silver Sands, Spice Island, La Luna, and Calabash. Held at the newly opened Raffles Old War Office in London, the dazzling award evening saw a tough competition in the Most Supportive Destination category. Grenada's win further cements the Tri-Island State's commitment to investing in UK travel travel agents and travel partners. Grenada's ongoing partnership with Elegant Resorts has seen the GTA support the specialist tour operators in numerous ways, including continuous sales team training, incentives for travel agents, and support for familiarization trips for both Elegant Resorts' top sales staff as well as their top travel agent sellers. Earlier this year, in May, Grenada was featured in a 4-page advertorial in Elegant Traveler magazine, Elegant Resorts luxury travel publication dedicated to agents, and was also showcased in the tour operators newsletter, highlighting destination information and featured hotels. In a statement, Petra Roach, CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, said they are proud to have won the award for Most Supportive Destination at the Elegant Resort Supplier Award. Elegant Resorts is regarded as one of the top luxury operators in the UK. Roach said winning this award signals that the GTA is on the right path and demonstrates its full commitment to supporting trading partners. Novia John, GBN News.
Other news, over 20 preschools in Grenada will have a copy of a new module that will provide the essential skills for reading and learning in early childhood. This will be made possible through the Early Pages program, spearheaded by Hands Across the Sea, in collaboration with other stakeholders. Rena Thomas tells us more.
Preschoolers of the Parkview Preschool sharing their love for reading. Parkview Preschool is one of 4 schools on the island in which the Early Page program was piloted back in 2020. The program, officially launched today, will now incorporate over 20 preschools on mainland Grenada and the Sister Isles. It entails the introduction of a literacy module developed by Hands Across the Sea, providing key developmental indicators for preschoolers that are fundamental to their future learning. Each preschool will be furnished with a copy of the module that will be used in the classroom. Cathy and Charles, attached to the Early Childhood Unit in the Ministry of Education, underscored the importance of literacy development, especially at a young age.
The Early Pages program focuses on early literacy, the first of its kind. Early literacy means helping students at an early age to develop a rich vocabulary, self-expression, reading and comprehension. Essential tools that they need to be successful in reading and lifelong learning.
Hands Across the Sea officially launched the Early Page program in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and the Sandals Grenada. Dillian Forrester, Public Relations Officer at Sandals Grenada, says the literacy modules are the first for the Eastern Caribbean.
We know that investing in early childhood literacy is shown to have long-term returns. And so we have vowed to continue our support to Hands Across the Sea and the Early Pages program. Early literacy is linked with academic achievement, reduced grade retention, higher graduation rates, and enhanced productivity in adult life. Once again, the Sandals Foundation pledges to continue investing in our future.
Director of Hands Across the Sea, Amanda Shirley, spoke of the long-term benefits of the program.
So I have some requests. One is to please not be intimidated by what seems like more work. Change and something that's different might appear as more. What you will find and what is unavoidable is that your children will become more centered, more grounded. It happens when our children are so vocal, are so enthusiastic, and are so logical that we are now being asked to do better ourselves.
Representatives from 29 preschools were part of Thursday's launch at Marisho House. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Endeavoring to make a difference during her reign by helping others to succeed, Jella Macmillan is on a literacy mission.
Reigning Little Miss Grenada, Jella Macmillan, is embarking on her first ever Jella's Literacy Competition, carded for Sunday, December 10th, 2023. As part of Jella's literacy advocacy, she has decided to host a reading competition. During an interview earlier today, young Macmillan talked about what the competition entails.
I want to raise awareness on literacy and its importance in our everyday lives. So I decided to have a reading competition where more of my peers can understand how important it is to be able to read and to comprehend properly. There are 3 rounds: the news article, which I chose myself because I would like to become one of Grenada's leading media personalities; the short story, which will give the participants a chance to read fluently in front of the judges; the deal breaker, which is a surprise read or an impromptu piece.
The competition will provide over $5,000 in cash and prizes, following an assessment which will be done on November 25th. Here are the age groups that can participate.
We are looking for children between the ages of 7 to 12. I chose that age group because I am within that age group. So I can encourage my peers to participate or at least come to the event. The age group is split into 2 categories: ages 7 to 9 and 10 to 12.
Interested parents and or guardians can WhatsApp 457-7463 to register your child or ward. Digicel is the title sponsor. However, they are open to other sponsors willing to engage. If you or anyone you know would like to contribute to this venture, please feel free and reach out to Pineapple Marketing and Communications or contact telephone number 457-7463. Christina John, GBN News.
Jella, you're on your way. Looking forward to your contributions to the media fraternity. Still with responsibility for gender affairs, Gloria Thomas has joined the chorus of voices at the inaugural International Men's Day Regional Conference. We have more in this report.
Speaking at the second day of the International Men's Day Regional Conference on Friday, Minister Thomas expressed the view that the event should set a precedent within the Caribbean region.
I think this exercise or this engagement is one that is very important for us in this time in our history. This regional seminar is the first for us here in Grenada, and I think it is a very important exercise to set the tone, to bring men on board a little bit more in an engaging way. We believe that it is necessary to provide a platform for men to share their experiences, to voice their concerns, and to come out and say to us things that they would like us to do to address their concerns.
She underlined the importance of addressing issues affecting men and emphasized the significance of involving them in decision-making processes, especially for decisions that directly impact them.
Because we cannot plan for men if they are not involved. And so we think it was necessary to institute this exercise over the few days to ensure that we have men on board and we have their concerns at heart. We want to ensure that what we do for them is relevant and what we do for them is meaningful. And so we have decided to bring men together to discuss those issues.
The minister said the local seminars held earlier this year solidified the need for this regional conference.
Earlier this year at the community level, we organized a men's seminar, and it was held in one of the schools in St. Andrew. And we had 2 resource persons coming in to be with our men, share with them. We look at men's health and way that men could be a little bit more involved in the family. And this was a very revealing
exercise because men spoke out, men shared with us some of the reasons, some of the barriers that they face when they try to be what they should be and do what they should do.
International Men's Day 2023 will be celebrated on Sunday under the theme Men Matter, Embrace, Empower, Elevate for Positive Transformation. This theme reflects the importance of promoting inclusivity, empowerment, and positive change among men. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Now, on the heels of Grenadians for Justice for Palestine Committee announcing that it will be staging a protest in front of the U.S. Embassy in Lansapine on Monday, some Grenadians have added their voices to the ongoing situation. They called in to GBN's To The Point program on Friday to share their thoughts and concerns.
I see what's happening in Gaza as what happened in Grenada as akin to what happened in Gaza, only at a smaller scale. What happened is that the U.S. user protects, these people who are fighting against each other and they come to restore order and so on and restore democracy and all that kind of thing. And in Gaza, what they've said is that because the event of the 7th of October happened, they have to go and restore whatever and eradicate Gaza.
Israeli, Hamas, and America scenario with things and the United Nations. In my view, I have realized the United Nations has no teeth. Can you imagine the United Nations stating what ought to be done, and Israel is calling on the United Nations president that he should resign? Israel occupied the West Bank, bulldozed the houses of people. The United Nations said it's an illegal occupation, and yet for all, America would not intervene and stand with the United Nations.
You have Israel and Palestine issue that they're going on for a long time now. But how can you say you support Hamas? Hamas go over into Israel and do what they did. What do you want Israel to do? Go over there and give Hamas fetters, ice cream and lollipop and cake? I mean, Hamas put in the command center on the hospitals, on the schools. They're using people as human shields. You can't be fighting a war, attacking people and going back and hiding people. They purposely to do nothing, to make Israel look bad. Remember when the war started, they said they would execute women and children live on Facebook, on live streaming. That's how wicked these people are.
The ongoing war in Gaza has dominated the headlines, with the international community expressing concern and increasing pressure for ceasefire. The Grenadians for Justice for Palestine Committee's protest aims to raise further awareness of the ongoing violence and the need for justice. Police are seeking assistance from the general public in locating Randy Emmanuel Patrick Ash, alias Power. There he is on screen. The 45-year-old is a construction worker of St. Paul, St. George. He's 5 feet, 5 inches in height, medium build, dark in complexion, with brown eyes and black hair. Ash is wanted by police for questioning in connection with the offense of housebreaking and stealing and attempted rape. Anyone seeing Randy Emmanuel Patrick Ash or having any information concerning his whereabouts is asked to contact CID St. George on 440-3921, St. Paul's Police Station 440-3224, Police Emergency 911, Police Hotline 444-1958, or the nearest police station. Police warn that this suspect may be armed and dangerous and should be approached with caution. All right, the photos of one child's career day were shared with GBN ISOR. Stay with us.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISOR is brought to you by Clear Vision. Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge.
This little soldier of the Leicester Rosary Roman Catholic School in Carriacou marched into tonight's GBNI song. The school celebrated its career day on Friday, where students had the opportunity to portray their future career choice. We commend this soldier on his aspiration to join the law enforcement fraternity in Grenada. We appreciate this submission from our citizen journalist. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Ready. A new season of the Grenada debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenada debates, September 2023. Tune in.
I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
With ever-rising energy costs, Southern Electrical can provide you with affordable, complete solar systems for your home or business. Reduce your utility bill to zero. Have power independence. Go green by harnessing the free energy that sunlight provides in our warm, sunny, tropical climate. We supply off-grid solar systems which are great for remote areas without utility power, as well as grid-tied and hybrid systems. We can customize your system to your needs, ranging from 1.5 kilowatts to 1 megawatt systems. Start saving today so that you can have extra money to go on family vacations, do home renovations, or further invest in renewable energy to generate electricity for income.
Hi, good day. My name is Kyle Sylvester. I am the manager and founder of Case Farming Enterprise. We're an agro-processing business that are involved in the processing of agricultural goods, where we do bottle seasoning packs, lettuce, kale, and broccoli. Sometimes we as human beings get sick or injured on the job. NS provides a safety net for us. I am here to encourage other entrepreneurs and self-employed persons to sign up under the NIS self-employment program.
Morning, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the conversation, at least this segment of the conversation. And as I told you, I have with me in studio a good friend of mine, Mr. Purcell, long from way back. Yes. From eons of years ago. But if we say it like that, we will sound like we old people, and we're not.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, we're not. Okay, so this morning, Mr. Purcell, as you know, he is the business development officer at Nexa. Marketing and product development officer at Nexa Credit Union, formerly GUT Credit Union. And of course, you know, GUT or Nexa now, they always have something special for their members and the general public. And this Yuletide season is no difference. A brighter or better holidays?
Happier holidays.
Mr. Purcell, happy am I to introduce you to, so you could introduce to the people happier holidays. Tell us about it.
I want to say a pleasant good morning to your listeners and viewers, and it's always a pleasure to join the GBN family to inform the general public as to what Nexa is doing to help them live a better life. And this Christmas is no exception, because this is from time inception when you're growing up. This is the happiest time of the year.
Supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the happiest time of the year.
It's not for the folks in the Gaza.
Not for, you understand? So this is the happiest time of the year, and we are making it a happier holiday for you by giving you the opportunity to qualify for $50,000, up to $50,000 for whatever you want to do for the Christmas once it's legal, whether it's home improvement, whether it's appliances. You might always want to get that laptop for your son or daughter who has the SBA projects. Now is the time to come in and do it. And it's for members, but even though you're not a member, you could come and join and apply at the same time.
Wow.
There is no discrimination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Nexa has become synonymous with great deals and reaching out to the public at large, not specifically the membership. All right, because as you said, if you're not a member, you can come join now. Usually, I think you have to be a member for 6 months or so before you can take advantage of loan facilities and so forth. But in this case, Nexa is saying, okay, we waive this, and here, come join the happy family and enjoy all the benefits of the happy family.
Because you see, one of the things, or the founding tenets of the credit union movement was to enable people to have access to credit.
People helping people.
People helping people, you know. And that, you know, we want people to have a happy Christmas. There is so much going on around the world and, you know, in people's life. At least this Christmas, let me make it a happier one for you and the family, you know.
What's about the folks that usually say, okay, I'm going to do what it takes to make December and Christmas happy. So Nexa has a nice package. I'm going to go and take advantage of it. And then Mr. January comes around.
No,
in terms of your payment plan and so forth, what flexibilities are there?
Yeah, it's very flexible. You have up to 7 years, to pay, right? And the interest rate is unheard of. It's on
0 point how much?
It's unheard of. But I wouldn't disclose it, but you can call to find out, and you will get the surprise when you call.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have set up many different touch points. You can email loans@nexacreditunion.com. You can visit the website. We have a dedicated landing page, which is nexacreditunion.com/happier-holiday. And you can pre-apply. Just put in your name, your address, the amount you want, the preferred branch. So if you're in Grenville and you want to go to Grenville because it's closer and easier for you, you select that branch, and so that information could go there, and they could give you a call and make an arrangement. So you can. And if you're busy during the week, we there for you. We have loan Saturday.
Oh, that is a backup and running?
Yes, at the Grenada branch at Excel Plaza.
Okay.
We have loan Saturday. So if you're busy during the week, we know this time is a busy time. People, different companies planning strategies and things for the new year. So you might be involved in a lot of planning and stuff, and you might not have the time to come during the week. Saturday we open 9 to 2. Excel Plaza.
Wow.
Yeah, and you could come in.
Just like that?
Just like that.
As Oliver would say, braps, just like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
And there is a few out there that seeing the need to do it also, to follow, because, you know, Nexa is a leader in having loan Saturday, you know, having access to services and things on Saturday. And because it's not only for giving loans, but you can access other services as well.
Okay.
Yeah, on the Saturday.
So on Saturday, someone can go to the branch at the Excel Plaza and go to the cash and do withdrawal.
You do withdrawal and stuff.
So normal
operation.
Okay, wow. And this is a good initiative, because I personally tend to have a problem with the fact that institutions of that nature are closed on Saturdays and Sundays. What's about the people who work Monday to Friday, 8 to 4? When do they get to access these facilities to conduct the stuff?
But the thing is we all are human beings, right? And even we ourselves as staff work from Monday to Friday as well. But, you know, we are in the business of serving, and our members are our shareholders, you know, so we see it as necessary to go the extra mile, and, you know, we tend to rotate staff and things so you won't feel the burden. So, right. You know, so and it's, you see, because humanity is in the center of everything. You can't leave out the human nature of things, right. You know, because it's people we're dealing with.
Yeah,
and we must find a way to make ourselves accessible. You understand? To the members, so,
and to the general public.
And to the general public as well.
I mean, I know in the day and age in which we live, everybody is so much bent, well, institutions are so much bent on this less personal, you know, the physical presence and so forth. Everything is, you know, going in the direction of online services and so forth. But there are folks who just will not do this.
Yeah.
Right? There are folks who just have a phobia for dealing with, you know, these online services, and for reasons more than one. When you look at the number of scams that are going on daily, you have the reports from CSERT and places like that. It's scary, but there are those who indulge in it, but there are those who really need to be there physically to see what's going on. You know, so
but what we do, we offer a blended approach. because you cannot ignore the younger population or the younger membership.
Those bent on technology.
Those bent on technology. So we have room for you. And then the folks like me, I like to go to a branch where you might see somebody you didn't see for a long time, for years, and you could have a decent conversation.
Stand up while you stand up in the line.
While you stand up in the line. And it takes away the burdens and the thought about, I'm in a line. Because it's not like a bank.
Yeah.
When you come to a credit union, it's a different feeling, and so it's supposed you meet a familiar face. You might see one in the banking, but you don't have that conversation. When you're in the bank, it's a different mindset.
Yeah.
When you're in a credit union, you're home.
When you're in the bank, you're like a cow in an abattoir.
I don't see that. But let me focus on the happier holiday, because besides the opportunity of getting the money you might need and things for Christmas, we have partnered with a couple business places,
Again?
Yes, and they're offering discounts, and so it's really happier to make it happier. So besides getting the money, you're still getting the opportunity to save, because for instance, we have checked Unicommer, so you might want to get plans and quotes, right? Or Unicommer, how to call it now, but we know it's as quotes, right?
Yeah.
So you get the loan to get, and when you go to quotes, you still have a discount.
So they're extra saving.
Yeah, and that could go into a frozen ham to back up the salt ham, because not everybody, eat the salt ham,
Yeah, I want the salt.
You want the salt, yeah.
The Christmas is not Christmas without salt ham and cocoa tea.
Yeah, well, I normally bake my frozen ham. I do a special sauce with the pineapple juice and make the syrup. And base it down, and I still stuff it with the clove as if it's when you do the salt ham. Yeah, and
it's not salt ham.
But listen, that I can bring that with a Christmas morning when them pass by me with a slice of see the bone. Yeah, you understand? So it's how you do it, it's all the preparation, It's all the preparation.
But I'm always inspired with the fact that Nexa always looks out for its members and the general public. You all seem to have a way of crafting new ideas, brilliant ideas. I don't know. I mean, I know you're a brilliant guy, and you're not bankrupt for ideas, but sometimes I wonder, how they come up with this?
But we have a great team.
Right.
We have a great team, because we have expanded the marketing department. There's now 3 of us in the department, and we have a manager who is always up and
visionary.
There's one thing.
Who's your general manager?
Miss Ritisha Smith Boyd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's a long name. There are a lot of name, boy.
Yeah, but it's okay.
That's a lot of name.
Yeah, so besides that, also we have currently going on, we have a I Am Nexa promotion where people could refer. Because remember in the early days in the credit union, when you start to work, Ella used to tell you, well, you need to join that credit union, you need to join the credit union, you need to do this, you need to do that. And we want to bring back that. But we bring it back and we make it better, because what we do now, we put a reward program to it. So if you're a member and you refer a member and a member join, you get $50 in cash and the member get $50 in shares. You can lose.
You have some mad people walking by all day.
You can lose.
It's only mad people that make this kind of deals.
You understand? And at the same time, we have cruise control, which is a loan, vehicle loan. But for private vehicles, Yeah, so for private vehicles, you can get brand new or used vehicle.
Okay, wow. Okay.
So there's a lot happening, but we want to focus on people having a happier holiday.
Happier holidays. Double H.
Yeah.
If you're a wrestling fan, you're no Triple H.
No Triple H, yeah.
But this one is Double H.
Double H. Yeah.
Okay, and like I said before, Nexa has a way of, just getting into the think tank and coming out with the appropriate branding and product, because at time as now, I mean, people are really looking forward forward to a bright Christmas.
A bright Christmas, yeah.
A happier Christmas.
Yeah.
And with the economic times that we're going through, some people might be a bit pressed. So their Nexa comes and say, listen, you can have a happier Christmas. Just come in and tell.
Yeah. And I want to encourage people to, when you're buying gift, buy a gift that lasts, a long time.
Like a postcard kind of thing.
Well, not really a postcard then, but especially for your children. So instead of you look to buy a future gift then.
Okay.
So instead of, they might want this game. Instead of getting a game, think about a few years from now, they might enter secondary school.
So give them an account.
A tablet, or give them an account. Yeah,
give them an account. Yeah, give them an account, yeah.
And teach them the habit of saving, which is, I'm telling you, I was having a discussion yesterday with a gentleman and in terms of, we were talking about retirement. And it scares me because I was doing a calculation. There was a calculation you do, use the rule of 72 to calculate, how much money you need to have to go through your whole retirement process. And if you're retired at 65, right? And let me say, you say 20 years, you will live to 85 or 80. And you calculate 70% of your current income, right? And you multiply that by 20 years, you're coming up to about $500 and something thousand, which you're supposed to have there. You understand? But how could you accumulate this
in this day
and age? So it's very scary. So we have to impact on the young ones the whole concept of savings, at an early age, and the same rule of 72 will help them and get the money growing because of the compounding effect.
Okay. I have always been an advocate, especially in recent times, for financial literacy. I think we have a too broad-based, illiterate public as it relates to finance. People, we don't know enough about investments. So that you can look for products that you can invest in that are safe and that can sort of assist and aid you in your retirement stage and so forth. Grenadians like to see their account fat in the financial institution and not invest it where you have the multiplier effect.
Yeah, and on the flip side of things too, we tend to blame individuals for the way things are, and we didn't take into consideration the culture in which we grew up.
Yeah.
You understand? Because when we was growing up, if you grew up in an extended family, the old people will give you in slang on one cocoa full of basket.
Save for the rainy day.
Don't put all the fishing,
Yeah.
But really and truly, coupled with that, we had the free economy. Using neurolinguist programming from a long time and hardwiring us to spending. Even the way we treat our children. We give them money and we say, this is for your boss to go down, this is for your boss to come back up, this is for your break, this is for your 3 o'clock, but you never really get to tell them it. And this is for the savings union. This is where we really give them money spending. And then the television and radio, when you listen to it, is buy. You never really used to have the message of save. But we at Nexa, we used to do a lot of those in the past, and we definitely planning to come back on stream with that. So you will
is it safe to say that Nexa is gonna propel this current generation and even the one that
we have some stuff in the pipeline and definitely
that's
put
interesting.
That forward. So because all is not lost. All is not lost.
I would like to believe that.
And we as the seniors need to spend, dedicate, a part of our life to make sure we safeguard the future generation.
Okay. Well, as we're wrapping up, once again, I want you to tell my dear listeners and viewers about Happier Holidays.
Right. So the Happier Holiday promotion, you can, you have various touch points. You can visit our website and you'll get information. There is a dedicated landing page, nexacreditunion.com/happier-holiday. and you will be able to pre-apply for the loan. You could qualify for up to $50,000. Okay. Also, you can email loans@nexacreditunion.com with your request, and someone will call you. And what happened? We try to really behave like the people in the States. So sometimes as you send an email, somebody will call you. Oh. Somebody will call you and say, I notice you have sent an email, and we will happy to have you, whether you're a member or not. You could come and join one time and apply for the loan. And if you're busy during the week, Saturday, Excel Plaza, we are open for you from 9 to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, folks, you heard it. And as we say colloquially, you heard it from the horse's mouth. So go on down and take full advantage. Remember, Nexa is always there crafting new products and services to tantalize their members and the general public at large. If you're not yet a member, go on down, get the information on how you can become a member and thereby benefit from all the wonderful products and services. And not only that, but the courteous, professional, customer-friendly team that's there at the Nexa Credit Union. Yeah. So, folks, take it and run with it. We take that break. When we come back, I talk with Miss Novia John. Stay tuned. We'll be back after these messages. Mr. Purcell, thanks for dropping by.
Nice to be.
Yeah, and you must it's more than a year now. You come by me.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some more stuff, especially along the financial literacy.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah. All right, folks. We take a break. We'll be back after this. Don't you go anywhere.
It's a happier holiday when every wish and dream can come alive for those you love and cherish with a loan from Nexa Credit Union. Just think of the experiences you could share, the surprises you could gift, and the memories you could make with a little extra in your pocket this Christmas. Our Happier Holiday Loan is about the happiness and warmth it can bring because there's no need to worry. Unwrap more than just gifts. Experience heartfelt connections and joyous celebrations with family and friends. Get up to $50,000 for home furnishings, renovations, gifts, and more while enjoying easy repayment terms, affordable interest rates, and quick approvals. So, dream a little bigger and enjoy discounts galore at our favorite partner stores. Make your holidays happier with Nexa. Call us at 440-1354. Visit our website at nexacreditunion.com or email us at loans@nexacreditunion.com. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
The Ministry of Gender Affairs, in support of the Grenada Spotlight Initiative, presents What's Your Verdict Community Drama Tour, Palmrose Catholic School, Sunday, November 12th, GBSS Auditorium, Saturday, November 18th, Bonnet Government School, Sunday, November 19th, Hillsborough Government School, Saturday, November 25th. It's an activity of the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Gender Affairs as part of the EU-UN Spotlight Initiative in Grenada. It's What's Your Verdict, a courtroom drama by Urias Peters. Admission is free. Don't miss it.
You want to get an insight into your life? Are you willing to find astrological solutions? Master Shivrudra, the world's best psychic and spiritual healer with competency in other services too. He has guided many people who are going through a situation to find solutions to their problems and use astrological remedies for positivity. He provides services to get your ex-love back, negative energy removal, family problem solutions, health problem, and many more.
He located at Grenada STT, George's. Call him or WhatsApp +1 for 735375939.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. As I told you earlier, it will be a busy one this morning because I do have another guest online, a very professional lady, and I don't know if you remembered, but in the news I read that there is this new initiative for young children to start reading and to aid with their reading. Well, I've got a specialist on the line who is going to tell us all about it. Miss Novia John, good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I am good. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
The pleasure is all mine to have such a wonderful individual in my conversation this morning. Right, so let's get to it. You're a specialist, and especially in reading and so forth. And you are of the opinion, like many people, that we do have a reading problem in Grenada.
Yes, I am. Yes, I've been in the field of education for about 40 years, and between Canada and Grenada.
About how many years?
Between 40.
So that means you started when you were 2 years old?
No, I'm older than you think.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So, you know, we've been testing students and dealing with education here for many years. We have actually dealt with thousands of Grenadian children over the last 20 years, and we are seeing a consistent difficulty in reading. And I'm of the opinion, actually, that it may be a national problem. And I want to alert the population so that we can work together to help our children do better.
Okay, so, and what instrument do you intend to use to do that? Do you have an organization also?
Well, yes. So I am from Insight Educators. That's my own personal business, Insight Educators. And we are an educational consultancy, and we also design educational materials for special populations of children to help them to excel in their areas of weakness. But one of the things that we have done recently is that, like, for example, last year we did testings in some schools. One particular school was a primary school. We tested everyone in that school. There were about 180 children there, and it turned out that 53.6% of those children were not reading at the right level, and many of them were significantly below the right level for their age and grade. Then we proceeded to go to a secondary school, and in that secondary school we didn't test everyone. We tested a couple hundred students, and we found that 60.6% of those students between Form 1 and Form 5 were not reading at the appropriate grade level, and many of these children are far below, many grade levels below where they should be. This is going to pose a problem for our country in the next 10 to 15 years if we don't understand that we have a literacy problem, not just, we have a reading problem which leads to a literacy problem, because literacy is much more than just being able to read. It's being able to think critically about what you read and apply that information to help your country and yourself.
And having done all that, what, from your humble analysis and assessment, what do you think is the root cause for that problem?
Okay, that's very interesting. It's interesting. I believe that there are several factors that have come together over the years to cause this problem. One of the problems is that until a couple of years ago, teachers were not really allowed to go or apply to Teachers College unless they taught first. So a person could teach first, not having the right understanding of how to teach, for example, how to teach reading, because there actually is a method for teaching reading. So if they didn't have that or didn't get that information from Teachers College because they weren't allowed to go there until they taught for a few years, then it means that we would have many people out there, many teachers, excellent teachers, trying their best, but not having the appropriate knowledge of how to teach reading. So that's one thing. Another thing is that we don't seem to have we're not strong as a culture in our country in terms of reading. We don't have a library anymore. The National Library has been closed since 2011. We have a generation of children in primary school who have never set foot in our national library. They might have set foot in smaller libraries, but not our national library, where you can actually have an abundance of books to choose from. It's just a compounding of many problems. We have parents, several parents I've worked with have confessed to me that they don't read well. They cannot help their children. They're trying. They love their kids, but they are not equipped to help their children. children. They also then may not be reading. Their children are not seeing an example of adults reading, and all of these things come together to create a non-reading or a weak reading set of children who have weak reading skills. But it's correctable. That's the good news.
Wow. And it's important that you raise that point, because in the years gone by, yes, indeed, in order to go to teachers' college, you had to be a teacher first. You had to be actively in the classroom first. And then sometimes it was actually a sort of natural progression. Although in my years of teaching, there was that program called NISTEP, where new teachers were exposed to, training and so forth. But having been in the classroom before you're getting into this training, then the damage would have already been done if you were not good at teaching.
Right. And people are, I have to say that I think that teachers are trying very hard. They really are. But there is a method, and it requires training. It requires understanding something about the neurology of the brain, how children's brains function, how we acquire language skills. Many things come together to make teaching of reading excellent, including phonics knowledge and how to teach phonics in a systematic way. And many schools may be missing this. In fact, the schools that I have spoken with recently are clamoring to get help for their students. They really want reading assistance. One of the things that I do is I train teachers. So I go into schools and train entire teacher populations to teach reading, and it's at every level. All the teachers are involved because they're finding that at every grade, from grade 1 to grade 6, there are children who need an approach, a special approach to improve their reading to get them to the right level.
It's interesting. One of my contributors via our Facebook platform, Alistair Warwood Sr., he says, not only in Grenada, but we do have a reading problem. It is said that if you want to hide money, you can hide it in a book. It won't be found.
This is unfortunate. This is possibly an unfortunate possible truth. It's really not good for our future as a country. When we look at the CPEA scores, and I've been tracking them and looking at them regularly, but I just want to highlight that for this year, for 2023, the national average, so the average score for students doing the external component of the CPEA exam to get into secondary school, in the language arts realm, the students' average score across the nation was 59.75%. With the number of students that wrote that exam, that 59.75% would then be the mean, the median, and the mode. But so it is the average score for the nation's children. But when you look at the in-school component for the same language arts, for the same set of children, the internal, meaning the language arts activities and the work that they do inside the classroom, that section that contributes to the CPEA overall score, teachers are giving students an average of 84.89%. So they're basically getting an A on the in-school component, but a D on the out-of-school external component where they have to read independently. The difference is that there's nobody there to help you. It's a multiple choice test. You have to read. And I believe that many of these children who didn't do well in language arts could have done better if someone had read it to them. Not that we should do that, because we really do want students to be able to read independently. But I just want to point out the disparity between those two scores, 59% and 84% in the classroom. I believe it's due to a reading weakness.
So from your institution's standpoint, have you approached the Ministry of Education, by extension the government, to remedy this malady that we're having?
Let me tell you, unfortunately, I have not been able to reach anyone in government. I have not been able to get a meeting. I'm very concerned. I have to tell you that I'm really concerned, because I'm thinking about what's going to happen to Grenada in the next 10 to 15 years. We already know that a 2020 UNDP, that's United Nations, UNDP study here showed that 49% of employers on this island are not satisfied at all with the mathematics and reading or literacy skills of students coming out of secondary school and out of tertiary, out of college and so forth. They're not satisfied. So what will happen if we don't help these children and the children coming up and those now to improve their levels of reading. Because the truth is, I taught in Canada for quite a while, and I've taught here, and as I said recently to someone, I find the students in Grenada to be very bright. You know, when a student is not able to read well, we have to differentiate that from intelligence. Intelligence doesn't have anything to do with not being able to read well. And there are many adults out there who didn't have a chance to finish their schooling, they had things going on in their life, whatever, and they didn't finish and they don't read well and they're thinking they're not smart. It has nothing to do with it. Everybody on the planet was born not knowing how to read. If we don't have someone to give us proper, systematic instruction, then we won't learn the skill. That's all there is to it. It doesn't mean we can't learn. Our ability to absorb information, to use information, is our intelligence. And there are many bright children out there who are deficient, not because they're not bright, but because the techniques for training them are not, they may not be there. They may not be there.
So for someone like me who is in the media and constantly have to read the news and other articles and so forth, and every now and then I have to be called up and said, hey, this was wrong, you pronounced this wrong, and so forth, and my excuse is all right, I'm not perfect, I'm a work in progress. And then another friend of mine would say, but innocent, you're not supposed to making these mistakes because there is the University of Google that you can go to learn to pronounce and so forth. But generally speaking, as you highlighted, it is a serious problem, and it's a problem that is generational. How it came through. So for folks who are already in age and are having these problems, can this be fixed?
Yes, it can. It can be fixed. It can be fixed, but they need to go to an adult reading program. They mustn't be mixed with children. You know, not at all. For example, the CEBC, which is the Chrysalis Education and Business Center, I was their acting director in 2021, 2022, and they had an adult program online for reading, and the adults who went through that did well. Okay. You know, they have to be separated. There's an approach for teaching adults. Adult ed is a bit different in terms, than teaching children, but definitely they can improve. And the children coming up, we have to stem this problem, this fountain of children going to secondary school and not being able to read. There are secondary school principals who have told me that they have received this year, because as we know, everybody got to go to secondary school. And I'm not saying that children shouldn't have a chance to go to secondary school. They should. But when they get there, in that first year, if they're not functioning at the right level, everyone needs to know in the school, the parties concerned need to know so that they can put them through a corrective program. Not an extra year at the end, an extra year at the beginning. Okay. Nip those problems, but get the reading up to par, and then go through with strength. This is what we need to be doing.
Okay. So, having identified the problem, knowing what the problem is, what are you able to and willing to do to assist the Grenada people on this reading problem?
Sure. Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad you asked. Over COVID and up till now, I have developed, Inside Educators, that is, we have developed our prophonics reading system, and it works really well, because what it is that it's been used for 25 years. So the prophonics reading system is a phonics-based reading program that takes people from zero level. Like if you don't know what the letter A is, you're going to learn it in this program. It's highly systematic, based on a phonics approach. 3 books, 3 readers. There's a timing factor, because one has to read with what we call automaticity. So we want to get people to be able to read smoothly and with good fluency. That's built in. That development is built into the program. And then this year we created 3 workbooks. So workbooks that go with those readers, which have been used in Canada. And honestly, thousands of kids have gone through over the last 30 years or so. It's highly effective. We've done research on it. When we were in Canada, children were improving using that system 1.9 grade levels every year. So it was basically causing them to read or to develop reading skills twice as fast as kids kids without that system. And we have now put that system we made it digital. We're just finishing now, just about almost done, making it completely digital. So people can go online. Schools that have a lab, we can identify for them, or they can identify their weak readers. They can go in a lab for a few minutes, 20 minutes a day, go through this program, because the program, although it's interactive and it's online, but we do not leave people alone. There must be a human factor. We at Inside Educators will meet with that student live on that screen after every couple of sessions to check their reading progress. This is the hand-holding that's necessary. You can't leave children to just go through an online program. It doesn't work like that. There has to be a human factor where you're going to hold their hands and check to make sure that they're progressing properly through this phonics-based program, and it works. We have had many students, lots, who've gone through the program even without the workbooks, and they are excelling now. Some are in university, valedictorians and all of that, and people thought that they were dyslexic. They were not dyslexic. They just looked dyslexic because they did not have proper reading skills.
Your organization could be a game changer for Grenada. How? Yes, and I'm looking back, having listened to you, I'm looking back and I'm saying, Lord, I had a part to play in this, but then it was a system failure because I came from the school and went into the school to teach. You understand? So the problem that I had, I carried it to my students then.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
The best, and I applaud teachers. I do. You did your best with what you had. You did your best with what you were given, and you try. And many of them they're gonna learn. The thing is that it's not just the teaching in the classroom. There's also other things. What you see at home, what your parents talk about, the vocabulary that your parents expose you to. This is why it's very important for parents to speak to their children. I know we like to just keep them quiet, and there is a balance to this. We can't be like Americans, not all, but where kids are just talking and saying whatever they want. No, there's a balance to this. There's control, but we have to be able to speak to our children, ask them questions, listen to what they're saying, and research has shown again, it's direct eye contact with those children and speaking to them that actually builds vocabulary. It's not cooking and stirring the pot while they're behind you and talking to them like they're incidental. It's not that.
Okay.
It's not TV. It's the best thing to build vocab is speaking to your children or reading to your children directly.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what I want you to do, right? Because I know that there are a number of parents or guardians out there who know that they need your assistance, your organization's assistance, because this is a constant complaint. It is a constant that my child is brilliant but cannot read properly. And if you cannot read properly, it will affect other areas, because if you cannot read something in technical drawing to understand it, even if you might have an aptitude towards it, then you have a problem. So I want you to disclose how people can get to your organization, and maybe we'll have some conversations behind the scenes. There's something that we need to do, and maybe we can do it collaboratively.
Sure, exactly, no problem. Yeah. Well, Insight Educators, or myself, Novia John, I can be reached at Insight Educators at 456-1744, or through two emails, either Novia John, that's NOVIAJOHN 97 @gmail.com, or contact@insideeducators.com. Any of those, insideeducators.com, contact@insideeducators.com, or Novia, NOVIA, John, JOHN 97 @gmail.com. And that number again is 456-1744. But at this stage, I would just love to speak to someone in government, because I want to put it forward.
Well, are you certain that you're calling the right numbers?
I have called called every number. I have gone in. I have tried to make appointments. I have done everything for 1 year. People know. Other people who are connected have passed on my resume. I have not at this point been able to get any inroads, unfortunately, with this issue. And I feel it's like a ticking time bomb. I just can't believe that we are not really aware. We're passing kids from one grade to the next grade. I've seen children at grade 5 level who can't read a word. Yeah. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. Now, this is kind of rare, and it's because there are some children who have a memory issue where they're not able to remember alphanumeric symbols. It's kind of rare. But I've met several children in schools, and they keep going from one level to the next because the principals tell me they don't know what to do. What do you do with a student like that? How do you approach teaching them? What do you do for dyslexics? There are people who have actual neurological problems with reading. They're smart because to be diagnosed as a dyslexic, you have to have normal intelligence. So all dyslexics are able to read eventually, but the program they need is different.
Okay.
And there's a systematic way to deal with them. This is why we have dyslexic doctors and lawyers who are functioning well. They can learn. They don't have the strategy. Many of us don't know the strategy.
All right. Well, Ms. John, we've exceeded our time, but this is a conversation that has to continue. You and I are going to be best of friends. Okay. We definitely have to talk. And before you run off, I would like you to once again give your contact information and make sure you have a secretary because your phone is going to ring like crazy.
Okay, no problem. It's Novia John, Novia John 97 at gmail.com or 456-1744 or contact at insighteducators.com.
Ms. John, thank you very much for your timely intervention, and we look forward to future engagements, okay?
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. All right, folks, we take that final commercial break. I've been speaking there with Miss Novia John, and you heard everything that she said. And we take a commercial break, and we come back and do the wrap. Don't you go anywhere.
Hello everyone, here is an invitation to join me this and every Sunday until December 17th on GBN Television and K105 FM from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for Yuletide Sundays. Great music, gifts, and all the wonderful things of Christmas. Yuletide Sundays comes to you compliments Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices, Grenville Credit Union, Gittins Healthcare, and Clear Vision Eye Center.
I want to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
On this episode of Caribbean Passport TV, we travel to St. Kitts and Nevis, visit a cocoa estate in Trinidad and Tobago, and listen to some steel pan music. And then we'll wind down with some paintings, right here on this station.
All right, folks, the final moments on the program. I want to say thank you very much for all those of you who participated or contributed one way or the other. Alison Cox Asplan quickly said parents must start reading to the child from age 1 or even younger. What about the old bedtime stories? Yes, so very true. Now, there are a number of comments on our WhatsApp and Facebook pages, but as you realize, it was very, very busy this morning, so I did not have much time to go through them. But thanks again. Folks, don't forget there's this walk, this peaceful walk that from Grandance Wall Street area onto the U.S. Embassy in Lansapine. If you so feel like, you can join and be a part of it. And thank you for being a part of the program this morning, as always. We look forward to another engagement. And until then, have yourself a safe day. God bless you. Bye-bye. Love you.